Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kathy, and I'm here today to do an unboxing video for you of the new Stranger Things tarot deck. So I haven't done an unboxing video in a while, so I thought this one would really be fun. I am a huge fan of the series, the Netflix series Stranger Things. So if you're a Stranger Things fan, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't seen this deck yet, it does get mixed reviews. So I really would like to go through and just show you the deck card by card. And we will take a look and see what it's all about. So I just want to thank you so much for watching and liking. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do that. I will say this is the second time I've tried to record this video. And the first time I tried to record it, my cats, we seem to have some mice that have gotten in our house. And the first time I tried to record it, my cats caught a mouse. So that did not record the first time. And just getting ready to record it this time, it seems that that has happened again. So I will say, if you hear some ruckus in the background, it is my cats playing with the mouse. They are not good mousers. They will catch the mouse and let it go, and then play with it and let it go. So there's that. All right. So back to the deck. So it is a very nice box. Comes in this nice hard box, and it says Netflix Stranger Things Tarot Deck and Guidebook. And on the side here it says inspired by, see if I can get that to focus, inspired by the hit Netflix series Stranger Things. And this is written by Casey Gilley and illustrations by Sandor Sazlay. Not sure how to pronounce that. Here's the back. I have taken a few notes on this. I've researched it a little bit. I will say it is not a traditional tarot deck. So we will just jump right in. All right. So we will take that off. And it does come with this nice little guidebook. And I like how it has the distressed edges there. It's your pretty standard traditional guidebook. It does have some nice, illustrations of each card, and they're in color, which I like that. So we'll see what it says here. It says, "Welcome to Hawkins, where things are strange and just keep getting stranger." And then it tells a little bit about the deck, the major arcana, and then the minor arcana. Again, this is not a traditional tarot deck. So there are 4 suits in the minor arcana, and it does go through and describe what each one is compared to in the traditional tarot. So we'll come back to that because I think that's very interesting. Okay. All right. So let's take these out. They're not really big. They're a nice size. I like the back. I like the colors they've used. They are kind of a thinner cardstock, I will say that. So, not as not as stiff or, durable as some cards, but I like the colors they've used. Okay, so let's just go through and I'll show you each card. And if you have this deck, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of it. All right, so we have the Fool. And that, of course, is Will. I like this card a lot. That is Will going off into what he's unaware is the upside down world. So that's very, very good representation, I think, of the Fool, because it's kind of a new adventure. Okay. Next we have the Magician, and I believe this is Bob. So that's very interesting. I think Bob was kind of a jack of all trades, so I think that kind of fits well for the Magician. And did he like to do magic? I think he did. Leave me a comment if you remember that. Next we have the High Priestess. And of course we have 11 here, which is perfect. She is the High Priestess, with all the psychic abilities, the intuition, all of her supernatural powers. And that's a great picture of her. Next we have the Empress. And this is Joyce. She's the perfect Empress. Of course, she's the mother figure, ready to do anything to get back her son, to defend her family. And what a great character she is. Next we have the Emperor, and we have Hopper sitting there on the steps of his cabin. So I really like that. That's very fitting, kind of wise and the father figure there. Next we have the Hierophant, and this is, I believe, Murray is his name. And he's the very, I would say very wise, but also very funny character. He was a teacher, correct? I think so. I think he was a teacher, a professor, or something like that. So that fits very well with this card. Next we have the Lovers. Oh, that's nice. That's Mike and Elle. And they are the kind of the star couple in the show. Next we have the Chariot. And this is Hopper's, is it a Bronco? I'm not sure what kind of vehicle that is, but it is his police chief vehicle. So that's a great image for the Chariot. Next we have Strength. This is Max. What a great card this is. She is definitely a very strong, bold character. Tough. I would say she's very tough and resilient. Okay. Next we have the Hermit. And this is a picture of Elle floating in the pool. And that's very interesting. That's where she would go to, be alone, be in solitude, and to time travel. go to other dimensions, go to help her friends, and she would shut down all of her senses so she could use her psychic powers better. So that's a great card. The Wheel of Fortune. So we have the waffle there, the Eggo waffle that Elle was famous for eating. And we have some of the pictures of her friends on there. So that's a really cute Wheel of Fortune. Next we have Justice. And we have Nancy. I like this a lot. Nancy, very strong, smart, bold character, and she's always seeking the truth. So yes, always seeking what is right and justice. So that's a great card. Next we have the Hangman. And we have Will again, and he looks like he's in the upside down world. He's just kind of suspended there, feeling stuck, feeling trapped. So that's a great depiction for the Hangman. Next we have the Death card. Oh, interesting. We have Barb here. And Barb, yeah, she met her demise in the pool. So that's a really, really cool death card. Okay. Next we have Temperance. And this is Mike. Yeah, I could see how he could be fitting for this card. He is kind of the mastermind, I would say, behind him and his friends, and also very patient and very wise as well. Next we have the Devil. All right. So I believe these are the scientists at the Hawkins lab who were, I would say, very evil. They did not have they had a lot of bad intentions with the experiments they were doing there. So interesting choice. Next we have the Tower. Okay, I like this one a lot. This, I believe, is, correct me guys if I'm wrong, is this the Demogorgon? I think. And you can see him kind of, or it kind of coming up through the floor there. And this is all about destruction and, you know, chaos. So that's a really cool Tower card. Next we have the Star. And we have Lucas. And he looks like he's shooting off some fireworks there. I would say Lucas was the one to always instill hope in everyone else. So that's a great Star card. Next we have the Moon. So I believe this is Elle when she went to search for her family or other members that had been, excuse me, in the lab with her. Can't remember what that episode's called. If you guys know it, drop it down in the comments. But I believe she went to the city. So this is interesting. The Moon is all about the unknown and what's hidden. So I think she's trying to reveal what was unknown. Next we have the Sun. Nice. This is Dustin. And yeah, what a great character Dustin is. Always happy, always very funny, making us laugh. Very animated. So that's a great sun card. Judgment. Here we have Billy. And looking very sinister there. This is a great judgment card. He definitely felt judged for who he was and maybe some of his past. So yeah, it's a very powerful card. All right, let's see here. We have next up the World. And this is really a nice card. It looks like 11 holding onto Hopper's hand and feeling very safe and connected. And the world is all about a completion of a cycle. So I feel like both of them felt complete together. All right, next we go to the Minor Arcana. And it's interesting. They have the Queen first before the King. So I think that's very interesting. I've never really seen that in a tarot deck before. But I like it. It's different. And I think, there is a lot of very strong feminine energy in Stranger Things with Elle and, Joyce and Nancy and Max. Is this Max? Let me look at my notes here. Yes, I believe this is Max. So very fitting. Now, I just want to look at the book here a moment because, again, not a traditional tarot deck, guys. And the 4 suits are dice, spokes, strands, and scoops, okay? So the suit of dice corresponds to the suit of swords in the traditional tarot and is associated with the element of air. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit complicated, but I like it. It's different. It's non-traditional, and it's definitely a fun deck so far. So the suit of dice, guys, is swords. All right, so I could see that as the Queen of Swords. Very outspoken. Okay. Next, we have the King of Dice. Wow. Okay. So I believe this is the old man they went to see in the prison. Is it Victor? Victor Creel? So yeah. Very, very interesting. And I'm going to have to go through this again and really think about, the meanings of these. But I like that. I like that King of Dice or King of Swords. Okay, next we have the Knight of Dice. And this looks like it is, I am not sure of her name. It was when Elle went into the city to find her family. Is it Kali or Callie maybe? If you guys know, put it in the comments. But yes, this would be the Knight of Swords in the traditional tarot. Page of Dice. Okay, we have Will again. And yeah, he's definitely a page, definitely on a journey, definitely learning a lot, you know, a young energy. So very, very nice. Okay, so then we have the 10 of dice. And this looks like, is it the Demigorgon? I'm not sure. But again, this is the 10 of swords. So I think you can see there's like 10 of these tentacles here. Okay. We have the 9 of dice. And it looks like these, the minor arcana, well, I thought maybe they were all going to be the same, but this one's different. The 8 of dice. This looks like, I'm not sure what that is, but there's 8 of them. Interesting. All right, the 7 of dice. We have the treasure chest there. So that looks like from the Dungeons and Dragons game. So that's pretty awesome. We have the 6 of dice. Again, this looks like from the game, and it says, what does it say? Here there be monsters. Very cool. We have the 5 of dice. Okay, so these are 5 weapons. It looks like weapons they use to slay the monster. Sorry guys, I'll try to get this to focus for you. There we go. Looks like an axe, guns. Looks like Steve's bat there with the spikes on it. And the 5 of swords. Yeah, I could see that. It's definitely conflict there. Battle. Next up, we have the 4 of dice. Okay, 4 of swords. I can see that. This is look like a place of rest. Three of dice. Okay, the 3 of swords. It's a gravestone. So definitely some heartache there. Loss. And I think a lot of these go along with the Dungeons and Dragons theme. Yes, definitely. The 2 of dice. That's really cool. So we have 2 figures here from the Dungeons and Dragons game, or whatever they called it in the series, and this one has a map. So this is 2 of swords or 2 of dice is all about a decision, trying to decide which way to go in life, a crossroads, if you will. So I like that a lot. All right, next we have the Ace of Dice. Very cool. This is looks like the dice from the game, of course. And the ace. Of course, you roll that dice, it's a new beginning. I like the colors they've used. All right, so next up we have the scoops. Okay. And the scoops is, let's see here. Scoops is pentacles. Okay, I would think, now I almost wanted to say this was cups, but it's not. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about that. But anyway, Scoops is Pentacles, which deals with the material aspects of life. All right. So here we have the Queen of Scoops. And this is Mrs. Wheeler, I believe. So I can kind of see that. Next we have the King of Scoops. Ah, Steve. He definitely was the king of the ice cream there. King of Pentacles. Looking very handsome yet stern. We have the Knight of Scoops. And this is Robin. I like that a lot. So this is, you know, around the ice cream theme, obviously, with the scoops. Next we have the Page. And this is Lucas's little sister, right? What's her name? Let me see if I wrote it down. Erica? I believe that's her name. So I like that. Very curious, very bold. We have the 10 of Scoops. We have Steve again with, looks like 10 scoops of ice cream. Again, this is Pentacles. We have the 9 of Scoops. We have the 8 of Scoops. So this suit is very much like the Pips would be in some of the tarot decks, where the minor arcana is not, you know, not well illustrated, I would say. They're very similar. So it was different from the one before. The 7 of Scoops. The 6. The 5. And that one's interesting. The cone is broken there, so we have the 4 of Scoops. The 3 of Scoops. The 2 of Scoops. And the Ace of Scoops. Okay. So that one I think, you know, could have been a little more interesting, but it is what it is. Next we have the strands. And let's see here. The strands correspond to the element of fire. Okay, so that kind of makes sense with the lights there. So we have Nancy as the Queen of Strands, or the Queen of Wands in the traditional tarot. So I like that a lot. Very bold, very fiery. King of Strands. That's very interesting. Let's see here. Is that Bob? I think it's Bob. So the King of Pentacles. I can see that. Very sensible, very, you know, down to earth, practical. Or no, this is, I'm getting myself confused. I wanted to say this was Pentacles. Sorry, guys. It's not. It is Wands. So the King of Wands. Okay. Hard to keep it straight when you're not familiar with a deck. Ah, the Knight of Strands. So we have the pizza guy here. What was his name? Let me see if I have it in my notes. Is it Argyle? Might be Argyle. So the Knight of Strands. Page of Strands. I believe this is Susie, right? Is that Dustin's girlfriend? 10 of Strands. We have Joyce. And there she is stringing up the Christmas lights so she can communicate with Will. Love that. Whoa, the 9 of Strands. I'm not sure which monster this is. I can't think of the name. If you know the name, jot it down in the comments. But it looks like he's coming through all those lights there. The 8 of Strands. So this would be the 8 of Wands in the traditional tarot, and this is all about communication. So that is how Joyce communicated with Will when he was in the upside down world. So very clever. The 7 of Strands. It looks like, is that Papa? No, that's Steve. Steve and, let's see. I'm not sure who is with him. Jonathan, maybe? Steve, Jonathan, and Robin, maybe? It's kind of dark there in that picture. 6 of Strands. We have Erica. That's really cute. Remember her climbing through the vent there. 5 of Strands. We have the light bulb. Four of Strands. Okay, so this is kind of like the 4 of Wands with the home, the house, the home. You see the door there, so it's kind of inviting. 3 of Strands. 2 of Strands. And the Ace of Strands. All right. Next up we have the spokes. Let me look here in the book. Spokes corresponds to the suit of cups. Okay, again, I'm not sure I would have connected that, but that's what it is. So the Queen of Cups, we have Elle in that famous scene where she flipped the van over. Interesting. King of Spokes. We have Will. Nice. Knight of Spokes. We have Steve again. And he was always, driving everyone around in his car. So similar to the horse, I would say, in the traditional tarot. Page of Spokes. We have Jonathan. I like that. 10 of Spokes. We have someone on a skateboard. Looks like they're having fun. 9 of spokes. We have just the bicycle there. 8 of spokes. 7 of spokes. We have the cloud, looks like a wheel there in the clouds, almost looks like cotton candy. So this would be the 8 of cups, correct? So I can kind of see that similarity with the tarot, the choices, different choices in the sky. 6 of spokes. I do not remember his name. I remember his face. If you guys know the name of the character there, let me know. 5 of spokes. Oh, looks like we have 2 flat tires. Interesting. 4 of spokes. 3 of spokes. 2 of spokes. So we have the 2 of cups here, and it looks like there's 2 people riding the bicycle. I'm not sure who it is. You can use your imagination there. And last but not least, the Ace of spokes. Ace of cups, and there's a little, looks like a little heart there in the middle. So there you have it, guys. Very nice deck. It's definitely fun. It's definitely whimsical. It's definitely not a traditional tarot deck, but I like that. I like that about it. There's the back again. I like that it kind of has like a matte finish on the cards. I am definitely going to have to use these in my next tarot reading and my next Tarot Tuesday. So leave me a comment. Tell me what you guys thought of this deck. If you have it, if you'll be purchasing it, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care.